Hello my friends, it's Dracono99 again, this time with my first Soul Calibur 5 tutorial. This time, I'm doing Ezio Auditore. It was fairly often it was requested fairly often, and I'm okay with it. He's not my main, I'm not really the best with him, but I'll tell you what I know, and what I've seen. Many lame tactics were used online. I'll try to avoid those. But, I guess a little bit of basics about Soul Calibur. It's a 3D fighting game, which means you can move into the foreground and into the background, I suppose. So you can move forward, back, left, right, and these are just a bunch of basic combos. BB is just a very good double mid. Ezio really is best on counter hit. So a lot of his moves do that. They do stuns and other things on counter hit. So if your opponent is throwing out moves, dodge and hit them with a counter hit. This is his most powerful combo that I've found. It takes off pretty much half the time. And you can see the inputs on the bottom of the screen. Here's a couple of his Brave Edge moves. They're okay, but generally you want to try to use the Critical Edge because it deals a lot of damage and it's really pretty fast. Ezio is a big character, so he has decent reach, but he's also kind of slow. If you want to know how to do any of the moves you see, just kind of look down there and that'll more or less give you a hint. If you have any specific questions, hopefully you have the game if you're watching this. If you don't, then why are you watching this? If you want a review, ask, and I'll give you a review of Soul Calibur. Not that you can't find one. Here I was discovering that his gun does wall smash, which I thought was kind of cool, and I figured I'd try to combo off of it. I failed miserably. And there's another Brave Edge. But Ezio, you want to get in real close and use BB a lot. Mostly because it's a fast mid, and to try to get someone to try to get some counter hits off, you're gonna kind of want to. Basically, you want to fool your opponent into thinking they're safe when they're not. So 1B occasionally, throw out 2BB or BB, and then 1B. So, you just kind of gotta confuse him. He has a good low kick there. His wall rising B, as you saw, does 2 hits. Most people will not block the second hit, unless they're playing Ezio a lot. A, or pretty much anything with A, you can use to stop your opponent from sidestepping. I prefer forward A, and then follow up with the B, where he does the little dash forward, slaps you across the face, and then he shoots you in the face with a gun. The A plus B into Critical Edge is my favorite combo. I don't use it too often, more wall smashing. This isn't really much of a tutorial, I suppose, but this is just some basics in training. I have a full run through arcade mode where I guess I can walk you through some more in-depth moves. This was mostly just to sort of get an intro to how Ezio moves. I can't really tell you a whole lot about him, so I don't really use him that much. I did manage to win 10 ranked matches online with him, but those were mostly due to cheat tactics. Well, not all. I mean, I did have some skill with him, but anyway. I recorded this while I was offline, so I was actually uploading when I recorded this. His picture there is mostly just from the wanted posters in the game. Okay. Here we go. Alright. Victoria, blah blah blah. That's Vi, and I'm. Okay. I generally open up with low moves. See, here I think he might sidestep, but he doesn't. Blocks and retaliates. So there's a basic combo. Follow that move has a lot more range than most people think, and for those who don't know 8-way run notation, look at the number pad on your keyboard. If you don't have one, find a phone. That move is 4-4-B, which denotes backward B. I don't use square triangle notation because you can change those buttons. And there I'm just mashing triangle because he's not blocking, so I just want to smash him off. This is against really dumb NPCs. If you try most of these tactics against people, you'll probably not win. But if you're smart, you play your move cards right. I was just taunting him for that. Okay, there I just shot him in the face. Don't throw out unblockables willy-nilly like that. And he could have finished me off if he knew what he was doing, but the computer here really sucks. Alright. See there? That usually catches people off guard. Do that move without the gun, or without the crossbow a couple times, and people will eventually get hit by the crossbow follow-up, because they don't know it's coming. Alright. Siegfried. Here is a difficult style to beat, because Siegfried has a lot of mix-ups, and he has a lot more range than you do, unless you use the crossbow gun stuff, which, to be honest, is so linear, it's hilarious. And there, he sidesteps, and then he ducks, just for cover. And then I tried to crossbow him, but he sidesteps that too, so if you see someone online spamming the crossbow bolt, just sidestep. I don't care if you have no range, if you're using aiming, just sidestep until you can get close enough to kill him. And whatever you do, don't just stand there blocking, because they're gonna hit you with a low crossbow bolt, and lag's probably gonna screw you. Okay, my little unblockables to blocking, that's just my sort of taunt type thing. I decided to do it, and there I was trying to wall smash him, but he didn't want to be wall smashed, so... Siegfried is kind of slow, so Ezio's got a bit of an edge on speed. His throws are essential because you want your opponent to duck. You don't want him to duck that move, but you generally aren't going to be using that move very often. I'm just doing it because I felt like it. Don't duck that. I do it all the time. It's because my brother always does low moves out of those stances, and he uses Siegfried, and it really annoys me. Okay, another reason not to use unblockables against Siegfried. God, that move's annoying. By the way, his A throw will break your armor if it does that. Okay, I admit these are really bad examples of how to use Ezio, but hopefully you can at least get an idea of how to play as him. Okay, Patroclus is a pretty well-rounded character. His range ain't that great, but he has good movement and speed to make up for it. Ezio has pretty good movement, actually, considering his damage output and everything. He actually has pretty good movement. And that's just me spamming guard breaks, trying to get a little bit of damage in. I was hoping to counter hit him, but he sidesteps, and I do stupid stuff like that. Eventually I just decided to throw him. I tried to sidestep, didn't work. There's a back throw, which I just had to throw in there because the back throw is awesome. Patroclus was assassinated by Ezio Auditore. That should be an insta-kill, but it's not. It just does a lot of damage. Alright, there you see counter hits in work. If your opponent's going to miss, or they're slow, hit them with a counter hit and Ezio takes a chunk of damage. He counter hits me there and doesn't finish me off. That move that he just did was a pretty big combo starter. And I'm just whiffing moves all the time. Whiff means miss. That's just me spamming B's just to kill him, because he's not really blocking that much. And I don't really care. Alright. That's a combo, apparently. I didn't know that was a combo, I just kind of figured that out while watching this. Yeah, block that. Don't get hit by that. Okay, now this is punish. This is block punish. I finish him off here with another critical edge after he kicks my face a couple times. Here, he could have blocked this, so if you just try to do this out of the blue and your opponent's not busy, they will probably block that. So don't just throw it out there. It's a lot of meter to waste on throw. And here's a little shout out. That's a shout out for Giaquinto718's clan of Vigatoria. I can't say it. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. Ezio did a better job of it than me. But best clan for 360 ever. So yeah, there's his little shout out there. Even though he doesn't need it. He's probably got like 10,000 times my subs. Oh well. And there, apparently the crossbow bolt will ring out Dampierre. Dampierre is an interesting character. I'm not really that good with him, but I do have him unlocked. Bought him. And there I rung him out again. This is a good opportunity to tell you that if your opponent's using the crossbow bolt, do not just stand there and block, or you will lose. Here he finally sort of figures out sidestep or block low. And don't run towards someone using an unblockable. Run away to the side, something. For the love of God, don't do this. And here we have a critical finish because he decided a Brave Edge was a better thing to use. Alright, now he gets to rest in peace. Alright, what else is there? Mitsurugi. Mitsurugi's actually pretty fast, and he has about the same range as Ezio. But Ezio has multiple swords and tools that he has to put away, so most of his moves are actually unsafe. And there is a classic Mitsurugi poke, and there's a combo, and I dodged, somehow. Okay, that was a 2-hit natural combo, but he didn't block the 3rd hit. I don't know why, don't really care. He took damage, that's the important thing. Alright. I like to do the little charging slash thing, it's just 6/6 BB. It does a lot of damage, and if you can get someone with it, it does alright. There was a 1 BBB to 3B combo, and this I just decided I'd start throwing a bunch. Basically, the general idea with Ezio is you want to get your opponent to make mistakes, frustrate them, throw them a lot. If you throw them a lot and you run toward them, they're gonna duck, because that way they don't even have to worry about getting thrown, which means you can just hit them with BB and Brave Edge it or something. Here, he blocks. See, that's what I was talking about in the previous match with Patroclus. He could have blocked, but he didn't. The AI gets better as you go through arcade mode, and this one apparently decided, hey, I know, I'll block. And here you see my first round lost in the tutorial. Probably not the best thing to have happen, but I guess this is okay. See, there, you can cancel it halfway through, and that's a good way to stop yourself from getting block punished. Okay, there I decided I was going to try this little dagger to the side thing and see what it does. Because apparently, I didn't know what it did. Apparently, oh, there's the hook and run. By the way, I figured out what the move does. It's actually, on counter hit, it's an attack throw. Like, 95% of his moves or something. Okay. Attack throw is generally on counter hit on most moves, but on Ezio, they're all counter hit attack throws. And here we see Nightmare, my main character, and much better. I can give a much better tutorial on him. Here I'm just falling for every Nightmare trick in the book, every flapjack, every little kick. I don't do that well against Nightmare, to be honest. At least not with him, because I often get confused. Who am I playing as again? And it doesn't work out well. Alright, but I try to get some damage off him, throwing him a bunch. that Soul Wave is deadly against some characters. Be very careful, and yeah, that doesn't go well. There, I kick him in the face. Alright. Ezio's kicks are actually pretty good pokes. If you're not sure what to do, just start kicking a little bit. 2K is a very good move, and there is a nightmare combo that is very bad to have happen against you. And there you see the attack throw that I was talking about earlier with Mitsuru. I was like, hey, that's kind of cool, I'll try it again, and it doesn't work. I miss. Alright, and there was 66B, which is really powerful, and it actually does a lot of guard gauge damage, too. And there you see me get guard smashed, and I manage a critical edge right before I get the crap back. I guess spoilers, I do lose a few more rounds to Nightmare. I win the match overall, but I think I lose the next 2 rounds due to stupid mistakes. Alright. There I sidestep and encounters with a low horizontal, which pretty much destroyed me. And then he throws me. I don't like to be away from my opponent when I'm using Ezio because he's really only good if he's right next to his opponent. Which is a bit of an issue with Nightmare because he doesn't really mind you being that close to him at all. He prefers you away, but if you're up close, he can probably take care of you too. And there, I just got owned. I did get a counter hit off though. Let's see. I think here I'm gonna fall for a Nightmare's critical edge. Once or twice, I'm not sure. There's once. There, that's pain. God, that hurt. And then I get comboed. This doesn't go well. And I screwed it up. And kick. Okay, he could have comboed me there, but he didn't. Kind of glad he didn't. If he had comboed me there, he would have gained even more critical gauge. Alright, I win this round, but it does not start out well. He blocks again. I am missing that a lot. And there I just decided I'd poke him and back throw him. Alright. I decided I'd just start throwing him because I didn't really feel like losing. So, yeah. If you get anything from this, throw is not a bad thing to do with Ezio. Anyway, that's a really decent... That's not really the best tutorial, but it's what I manage on short notice. So, there you go. I guess enjoy, and if you want to see more, let me know. See you later.